They have a well-functioning boundary management, which is about how we set or create the boundaries between work and personal life that are important for us, that we follow our needs in terms of what kind of boundaries we need. And it's really important to sort of protect personal life, so not being at work all the time, even if only mentally. So it's really important to get that kind of spheres that are intact, where we can just relax and recover from work. Even if we like our job, it's really important to be able to let go and to do that boundary management and setting boundaries, in particular in relation to technology, that the opportunity to be available 24/7, that's really important. So that's an individual characteristic that matters. Some of us are perhaps better, as with everything, we are different as individuals. We also have different preferences for what kind of boundaries we want. Some people want to separate work and personal life very strongly. Others have a more integrating preference. So it's more about becoming aware of what your own preferences are and why. So it's not factors outside that drives you, so that you can manage your boundaries on your own terms. That's important. So this is, of course, also something that you can develop and train, but it's important to do this in a context. So the norms in an organization is also really important in order to support well-functioning boundary management. And that's, of course, a problem, because in the leader role, the job is about leading business and staff. But how are you supposed to be able to lead in a sustainable, health-promoting way if you yourself have a situation that is not sustainable? And what we see from research is that leaders themselves, they score higher than others in the risk factors that we see. For instance, poor boundary management, not being able to switch off mentally from work during leisure and things like that. So that's becomes even more important than to support individual leaders, to have organizational conditions that also support them in their own sustainability, because that's the precondition for also being able to support their employees and co-workers. The main things, and this is not news, to have a workload in the organization that is reasonable in terms of what we as human beings actually are capable of. Even if we, through technology, can be more efficient than ever, we still have physiological and psychological needs to be able to function well over time. So it's really about workload and work demands that are reasonable, but then also, of course, supporting a segmenting norm that is not having too high demands on availability outside regular work hours, so that you also can have leisure time that is not where work spills over too much into your leisure. And then also individual training and group training in terms of communication, building trust, building a social climate that is supportive and with a high awareness or mindfulness, if you say, where relations are safe and supporting.